Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see here, I have the Huawei MediaPad Pro with the M Pen. But remember, this one, unlike the Samsung, does not come with the tablet. You have to buy that separately. And if you were to purchase the two together, it's comparable to the Samsung tablet and possibly the Samsung S7. Let's go ahead and take a look at this tablet, which I unboxed just recently, and you can see a video of this. And you will notice that the first thing is that there are no Google apps on this, so no Google services. And that came as a surprise because I have the MediaPad Pro, I have the Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite, which actually has my Google services and Google apps that I can access. And that one I purchased probably like 2-3 months ago. So this one is fairly recent. So the equivalent to what Huawei is doing is what they call their app gallery here. That's where you would download the apps from their app store, and obviously because there is no Google support here. And so I have installed my Paintology app, which I will show you how to do this. And in the meantime, I just want to give you an idea of what the actual interface looks like with no Google service. A bit odd because I can't access Gmail or Netflix or any other services that I'm quite accustomed to, and this is probably starting from scratch, and I will be going ahead and showing you these differences. You're probably aware of the Huawei ban, which is a result of this on the USA from the Google services, and now they're working on their Harmony operating system and their own app store. So in a way, so it's driving up their effort to create their own ecosystem. Go ahead and show you more in detail of the app gallery and the other services on this tablet. So we have the home screen here, and this is naturally different to what you're used to in an Android tablet because of the changes that Huawei has had to make in order to comply with the US ban. So as you can see, there is no Play Store icon here, which it normally comes with, and some of the Gmail and the Google tools, that's all disappeared, as you can see from here. And there also another operation that is slightly different is that you may be used to this when you drag the tablet, there's a circular dot and a square box which you can check for apps. That's no longer available here, or maybe I have set it up like that when doing the initial setup, I'm not sure. But the way that works is that if you want to see the actual apps running in the background, you just lift your fingers up from the bottom and hold in the middle, and you can see you have access to the apps that are already open, and then you have the other features of deleting, etc. So that's one way. And the other way of closing it doesn't rely on a closed screen. For example, let's open this, and in order to close it, you notice there is no close button as such. You can just simply drag from the right to the middle. And I think there is another function that allows you to see some other features when you drag from the left to the right. So multi-window, got it. So from the top is this usual notification is still there, so that's okay. So now let's go to the app gallery, because that would be the most important area that you would probably be wanting to know more, because that's where all the apps would reside, and Google is the equivalent to the Google Play Store. So let's open that. So you can see there are a lot of apps, and obviously Huawei is encouraging a lot of developers to come to their platform. So I'm not sure if some of the specific apps that you want to use, perhaps in games and other types of apps, would be here. But in my case, where I have already uploaded the Paintology app to this platform, you can see it's here. So there you are. So that comes up, and so that's something I can install. But let's take a look at to see what if common apps like, for example, Netflix is available. Netflix. Well, let's look at that search. Well, not available yet. So here it's what it's trying to do. I believe it's trying to get users to actually encourage them to add the apps that they're looking for. Because remember, pushing their app to the Huawei platform would require some of their own changes. Think of it like the Amazon ecosystem, where their apps come under their store and they have a different approach to installing their app. You can't simply go to the Google Play Store and install an Android app like that. You have to go to Amazon store in order to download their app. And developers equally have to do work in pushing their apps to that particular platform, in the same way that I showed you how Paintology has been done. So let's see what happens when we do the Netflix ad, and it gives me changes to view. Click on that. Added. So it's saying 146,831 people in your region want this. This gives you an idea of how many people are looking to download this app and how many people are probably using this, the Huawei phone or tablets, perhaps. So that is one way to figure out what's going on. But you can see here the apps that I have typically been watching, or Channel 4, Sky, My5 are there. So which is quite interesting. And Amazon Prime Video, this is something I probably installed, but that's also available, as you can see. So oops, let's go back on that and search. Oops, we want to open up the gallery. So let's open up Amazon Prime Video, because this is something which is common to most people's Android. Your current region is United Kingdom, correct? Okay. The following categories will have collected in order to buy ID, device usage, including your list of quick apps. Well, you can see that they are really tunneling into your whole usage data on the tablet. But don't be deterred, because Google, Amazon, they do the same thing. So let's go next. Let's agree to that. And yep, there we have it. Prime Video ready to go. So I have Prime on Amazon UK, and so now I am ready to, you can add this quick app to the home screen. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, and then go to Amazon.co. So this is the store. It's not through the browser, as you can see. So you can go through accept cookies. So you can watch pretty much anything you would on your TV on Amazon Prime, etc. So let's go back. Huawei. Let's take a look at some of the others that you can see. Obviously, you will have a whole different range of apps that you would probably want to install on your tablet. So, but this is just to give you an idea of what's actually changed. So there you have it. You have Optimizer, which keeps your tablet nice and clean, takes out garbage files, like unused files, etc. So this is brand new, so I don't have to do that. And then settings, very similar to what we have. Nothing's changed here. Very similar to what you're used to. And so there you have it. There is another thing called the Petal Search, which I will show you a little bit here. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but this I'm trying to find an equivalent to what Petal Search is. I have a feeling it's a bit like the Google search, so it's going to be linked to voice activation. The Google. I'm not talking about the Google search as in the web browser or Google Chrome. Oh, by the way, we need to see if Google Chrome is available on the Huawei platform. So well, I'll do that in a bit later, but the Petal Search would be something that they're all-encompassing search on the tablet that allow for for example, the voice activation or things like that. That's what I'm guessing right now, but let's open it. Let's agree to it. Enable notification, the latest news and offers. Okay. Wholesale by James. So yeah, it is a bit like news in itself, and Google services, and maybe it's a new service yet, just for now, but could be a lot of things. Allow Petal Search to access device location. Yes, and because it might give me very localized information, which could be useful to me. Who knows? But the other things. Oops, this got that too. Don't like that. It's got that the Maps. Google Maps is something I use continuously. So let's go back and see if we can find Google Maps. That is probably one of the most common tools used by everyone. Google Maps. So what you can see from here, offline map and travel, offline map navigation. So that has quite a number of installs, and 3 million installs for that one. So I know that I'd have heard through the grapevine that Huawei was actually working on an equivalent of Google Maps, and I understand that the actual app is pretty good. It's probably not as mature as the Google Maps, but nevertheless pretty good and usable. So I can do that at a later time. The other thing I was saying earlier was I was going to look at Chrome to see if Chrome is available here. It's got that internet browser, which I'm not sure what that is, but let's do a search for Chrome. No. So even though we don't have Chrome, and there may be some reasons for that, because Chrome does use a lot of usage stuff, usage statistics on their search facility and function, and it wouldn't be in the interest of Huawei to permit that app. That's my thinking, but I could be wrong here. But here we have this one, the Chrome Opera browser, which is already have been pushed to their platform. Let's see, just out of interest, if Firefox is there as well. Firefox for Android beta, no, that's unfortunately still waiting to be added to the platform. So let's see how many people have probably requested this. Let's view that. So 146, 831. Oh, sorry, it's 2,118. So that is what the request for Firefox is, and Chrome browser obviously is the king of all browsers as of this time. So there you have it. I just wanted to show you the differences and to see if you're going to get really stuck with the Huawei ecosystem now that everything's changed. But I'm a little bit surprised that my Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite still, even during the ban, which was, when I purchased it like 3 months ago, which the ban was still enforced in place, I'm still able to access Google services from there. But since I'm going to be using primarily for my drawing, using the Paintology app, which works fine. This happens to be the, I will go over this later on, but this is my app, which I'm able to have all the features of drawing. It's giving me a Google Play services. In actual fact, that Play service notification comes up if you try and install an app that has been developed for the Android platform. So I do have like I said earlier, the Paintology app that has been developed specifically for the Huawei platform. Well, not developed, but has been prepared and pushed to the Huawei ecosystem platform, which I showed you earlier. That was on their app gallery. You can see here. Let me do that again, just for your interest. There it is. So that Paintology is on their platform already, which has been pushed by myself because that's the app that I use for to develop and draw. So again, let's go back to the app. So again, showing you how to get to your app. Go in the middle, and then it'll come up, and you can slide, and there it is. So everything works just fine here. The shade brush tool. So I'll be doing a similar drawing that I've done with my previous tablets, which is the Samsung S6 Lite and then the Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite. So I'll be doing a similar drawing. In that way I can gauge the performance of this tablet, and this tablet is one of the most expensive, their top tablet in their MediaPad range, and it's it's similar to the the Samsung S7, which also comes with the S Pen, and this one you buy separately, the M Pen, but the combined cost is very similar to the Samsung, if not a little bit less. So I mean, so far what I've seen, it's very fluid in operation, performs really nicely. No, nothing to worry about in terms of speed. It looks like a really nice tablet, got a nice feel and everything. So I'm looking forward to do a drawing on this. And if you have any questions, please post it into the comments, and I'll be very happy to answer them. And just another note that I'm not affiliated with Huawei. This is my own personal work, and I use tablets to primarily draw, and it'd be really nice if you can support my efforts, and so by subscribing and giving a thumbs up, and so I can bring you more of these reviews that will be helpful to you. Until then, see you again. Bye bye.